Friends, I'll try and do a quicker one. So, just wanted to clarify, Japanese layout going nowhere. It's changing in its role in my life from a model railway I've got as a Japanese one to a slice of Japan that happens to have a train going through it. These not going anywhere. I have pre-orders on still. The next chapter in my modelling world is due to start. Really looking forward to it. Part of that is sat behind you. I really am desperate to show you. By the end of this month, I should have something else to show you. I should have something to show you on it. So bear with me. I just want to have the basic ground cover down and that before I show anything. The flags disappeared because the layouts, plural, are both in the car, ready to go to work tomorrow. I'm just trying to record as quickly before I go to bed. I tried to do it a minute ago and ended up recording a 35-minute video, and I thought no one's going to watch this, so I need to make it shorter. But yes, basically all I can take, about the new project is to run on track that is 16.5 in the parts are in the realms of HO00, not TT, because though it is bigger than N-Gauge, it's nonsense when people say, oh, it's not that much bigger. It's bigger. Not TT, so not TT120, neither British or European or American. There is American TT. But yeah, so in the realms of HO00, I want the one that I do want to work in that slightly bigger size. I would love O-Gauge, which again you can get across the three, so you can speculate. I'm not gonna. You'll know when I show you. But yes, I know I've got past form for selling projects on. This was basically to fund the new one. This would be basically because I was like, but I want the new stuff now. My new obsession is I want that now. So the quickest way to get money rather than wait for payday again would be to sell off your collection. But it's not getting anywhere because it's not achieving anything by doing that. So Crudentia V2 might be being renamed to something else because of this change, but it will be out of action upon its return and I'm hoping to be lent up against the wall there so I can get new chapter project in front of me here. Yeah, lots of things are changing in my life. This is the bit I was just trying to explain on the last video, and I'll try to explain it better. Due to current events, such as the various wars, and I don't know if you can call genocide war, but hey, I'm because of this. I'm because of politically motivated rather than actually caring for the source reasons as to why it's important to remember, but politically motivated misuse of things like VE Day, the happy VE days that made me feel sick to my stomach, really, because it's about commemoration, not celebration at this point in time. Well, basically since 1945 it's been about commemoration rather than celebration, reminding us what not to do again, the fact that we're all friends now. But yes, with regards to the model railways, basically, as I said in the last video, I would go back and tell myself not to bother getting my first train set. At some point, I'd say to get yourself a HO scale D51, some wagon, some coaches for it to pull. Don't bother with the N-Gauge. But still watch these Studio Ghibli films. Watch this series. Have a look at this. Have a look at that, because that's where your interest is going to end up lying. The railway is actually going to be a big springboard. Now, it's a big springboard because it's the amount of time it's sort of been a springboard for. And this last year into this year, it's been a big period of this with the yokai and the exhibitions in London, not one of which has actually been anything to do with railways. There was a poster at that one that had a train on it. But, I almost feel like I'm freeing myself off the trains in a weird way, but it was actually getting really tiring for me. and affecting my mood and well-being, that every time I wanted to talk to someone about a train, I had to have an analogy for one they might know, and this would change obviously from, say, talking to someone who knows about Central European trains and going, oh well, this is sort of equivalent to one of those, to a British person, you know, that's one of these, to an American, or it's more like one of these. It gets very tiring, and I'm having to take on more knowledge than I need, because I'm having to know about all these other ones now that I can go, ah, you know those, that's what this is, basically equivalent to that. And, you know, and with American, European and British trains, with the people I'm talking to most, or coming into contact with, even, you know, people I don't know, but, you know, just having conversations with, it shows, and that is you get the opportunity then to leave some bugs. That these things are more well known than Japan. That's absolutely fine. I mean, say till the show in 2004 that I went to at the Railway Circle, I had no idea that there were things beyond bullet trains, let alone the fact they ran on a narrow gauge track. So yes, stepping away from military stuff, all that means is not going to air shows, not going to museums as much. Doesn't mean I'm going to ignore the Spitfire that comes over Rails to Victory at Stratford, no. So if I see the Lancaster, I'm going to go, ooh, Lancaster. it's you don't simply turn these things off, but actively pursuing these interests is where I'm stepping back. Obviously, this has a knock-on from one of my model railways, which is in the 4 mil to the foot range of the 009 world. So I'm meant to be building with Greg. Great Wall Layout. And basically I'm just stepping away. He's building his 009 layout his first go. He's got plenty to do on that. We've got nowhere to really store it yet because the garage hasn't been sorted out. Get on my face, moth. It made it show up on camera. It looked like I've had a weird spasm or something, but no, there was a little tiny moth that just decided to fly right here. But there's a bigger light over there, or the one up there. Oh well, probably this. I'm taking a shiny here. What's really annoying on the subject of this is this can make me feel a bit self-conscious on that. I'm completely cool with the fact both my grandfathers only had hair really around here around the back. It happens. It's natural. I'm cool with that. I'm taking it with dignity. You know, no comb overs for me. Just keep having it cut shorter and shorter. However, lights make it a lot worse. I can feel hair here. Believe it or not, there's hair right there. And there. But yeah, it just looks worse than it is. But yeah, I don't know, moth calling me out, like making me look worse than it is. But anyway, yeah. So you know, it's a perfect time just to take a breather from that. So yeah, you know, I feel cool there, and you know, Anthony, if I may take your channel name, the Mod Train Outsider, obviously to being the Brit doing Japanese railways, and especially if I may be so bold to suggest that I was one of the first, if not the first, to put my as a Brit putting my Japanese layouts on trains on YouTube. Yeah, definitely one of the first, if not the first. And it does make you somewhat of an outsider here. And by choosing this 60.5mm project, like I said, I'm really desperate to show you the engine that's behind it right today. It's beautiful. Because of the topic it's on, I will be a lot less of an outsider in that regard, and that's something I'm ready for now. The Japanese railways were there for me when I needed something I could just get on with on my own, and I didn't need anyone else. I had only because no one else would know anything. I had to do all the research myself, and I still barely know anything about them. I'm going to be honest with you. And this is where, as opposed to not knowing much about those, I know quite a lot about these. I've been looking at these a lot less than those. Part of what suddenly went hanging in my mind, my interest has shifted here, and I'm cool with this. This is all positive. But yeah, so say key point, not going anywhere. Still got pre-orders for it, including Dr. Yellow, Shinkansen. Got the layout to finish, got the trees to finish it off. Also need some. I still need a couple of houses and an inn, and I've got the shrine, the temple building to arrive as well. They're the last buildings to go on. I've got the trees to do it. There's a few more cameo figures I want to put in. I need to finish off the tank display area now, and that sort of thing. You know, and then that layout I will declare done, and I'm really pleased. So that's part of the reason why I'm actually going to take a step back, because there's not a lot I can do. I want some of the buildings here ready before the rest of the trees in, and they don't get released a bit later in the year. I will work on it before the show. It's got booked in September, so it's it's as ready as it can be for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working on the second project, which is the other layout, which is in the car, ready to go to work as well. Just want to have a test outing with it. Which ultimately live on the shelf over there. But I want to say, if I can leave Sakura Adventure up out the way, then I'll put this one in here, work on it, which means by the end of this coming month, at the end of this month, sorry, July, there should be an update for it. I can reveal it to you all. I'm really excited to reveal it. Really excited to reveal it to you. And I look forward to moving forward. Obviously, you can say, you can speculate away. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. But yes, it'll be interesting to see how close anyone gets to it, and for them to see how right they were or not when it finally comes around to it. But yeah, do love that scale, by the way. I like the full scale. All scales have got their merits, but yes, I just wanted to work on something a bit bigger, a bit more tactile for me. No, I'm not struggling in this game engage at all. Still seeing it fine and everything. It's just I've had a chance to create a landscape. Now I want to have a go at creating some details. That's more of it. But yes. Anyway, before this ends up being too long as well, I'll say Arigato Gozaimasu. Sayonara. There you are. There's a little bit of a treat at the end there. Right. Now we're going to only start tomorrow, so it's off to bed for me. So night.